And in the world of sports, the big story this week continues to be the Winter Olympics in Vancouver.
Yeah,
Vancouver.
Ronnie Duncan joining us now.
Think about it, Melissa. NBC, they're taking it on the top. I'm talking $250 million. Now, we all know that there are 50 states in the United States of America, right? However, after watching the Olympics the last 2 weeks, you know what? I think we need to claim Canada, too. Yes, Vancouver, British Columbia is a province of Canada. But you couldn't tell by the way we've dominated the Olympic count. Take a look at this. They beat Sweden 9-1, and that's going to guarantee that we're at the top of the medal count for the best time we've ever had in the Olympics. I mean, come on, 9-1, and they're guaranteed at least a silver medal? That's not bad. You know what? With all of this, it's got people flipping out at the Olympics, and I'm talking about a little freestyle. Hey, talk about the Olympics. Well, the skier Bowie Miller, well, he has a real shot at winning another gold medal today, and that would add to his total. He's already won a silver, a bronze. If he wins the men's giant slalom, guess what? That means he'll become the first man ever to win 4 alpine skiing medals in a single Olympics. So here's a look at how it looks at the medal count. It stands at 25, but I guarantee you it's going to get a little better. You know, enough of all that cold stuff because it's chilling me out. Let's turn to a little basketball and go inside. Atlanta Hawks beat the Utah Jazz last night, and talk about a long time and a cold spell. Atlanta hadn't won in Salt Lake City since 1993. Bill Clinton was president. Monica Lewinsky, she wasn't hot to trot. She was in high school. Well, it was the Hawks, not exactly sizzling, but Josh Smith, look at him here, 18 points. He looked good last night. Atlanta won the game 105-100. But here's the man, Joe Johnson, in your face, out of space, dialed up, long distance, it's good, 28 points. First time in 17 years, a 15-game losing streak as the Atlanta Hawks finally win in Utah. Well, finally in sports, we're going to leave you with a smile on your face. You know, men have that infamous term, anything you can do, I can do better. Well, fellas, step aside because the ladies can do it too. Here's a real good example. Happened last night. Baylor, Morgan Medlock, behind the back, the left hand. You want to see it again? Come on, girl, do that thing. What you say? Shut your mouth. Baylor won the game 65-63. That's the way you do it. And as we say it here, 3-1. I had a whole lot of fun.
I always question how a defender can handle a move like Medlock's there. It's like, well, the ball's there. Where did it go?
It's unpredictable.
And she goes right past you.
You don't expect it. It's like Brad with the weather. You don't expect it. You don't know what you're going to get. Hey, it's Ronnie Duncan. Don't forget, stay with us all day Labor Day, Monday, right here on the CW, WBNX. It's the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. at night.
Bowie Baysock Stadium in Prince George's County, Maryland. Her father was the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
And just like her father, Laila Ali has lip service too.
I'm always a fighter first. You know, sometimes I say things and people are like, oh gosh, you know, that was rude of her to say. But I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter. You know, I say what I feel. You know?
Laila Ali against Nikki Eplon. It's the main event.
It's not about that. I want one thing, and that's the belt, and I want her respect too. I want her respect. I want to see her laying there. I want to see her laying on the canvas. I'm gonna knock her out.
She's dreaming, and she's made all these promises to her kids about buying them a house with a pool and all this type of thing, and really all that does is put more pressure on me because after I beat her down and the kids are crying ringside like they always do, you know, every time somebody's a mother and they come in there and make these promises and then you got to watch your mother get beat up and there's nothing you can do but stand by and watch.
A vicious uppercut that time. It was a right-hand uppercut that put her down. Laila Ali is putting on a clinic here in Bowie, Maryland.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
One of her finer performances. They thought it was a fluke the way she beat down and destroyed a little woman in Christy Martin. But tonight, it's a bigger woman.
It's obvious that Laila is in a league all by herself. I don't know what it's going to take to challenge her. But as I was saying earlier, that was a nice overhand left.
That was a big left hand that time by Nikki Eplon. But Laila's going to that body of Nikki Eplon. And look at these ladies. I mean, they're fighting. Look at this action. Laila Ali puts her down again. This is the fourth knockdown of this fight, and that will be it. Laila Ali defends her IBA Super Middleweight Championship, knocking out Nikki Eplon. The referee stopped the contest. It was quite evident. It was a good fight. It took 4 knockdowns, but it was the beatdown.
Talk about your performance tonight and how would you grade it, Laila? I mean, when you talk about what you did in the ring and how you looked.
I don't think my performance was that great. I had to watch it, but I know that in the beginning I was just looking for one punch. I wanted to get this fight over with, and it took me a while to get into my rhythm because we were back there for so long. It was raining. It was hard for me to get focused, you know what I'm saying? And then I stood in the ring for so long. So it took me a minute to get back, jabbing. I really never picked up my jab like I should have, but I didn't need it.
Ronnie Duncan here on WBNX with the Slammin' Sportscast, brought to you by Cleveland Federated Auto Parts, Autorama. The King, as he likes to be called, LeBron James continues to earn his stripes as a possible candidate for the MVP as the Cavaliers get ready for the Milwaukee Bucks on Saturday. On Wednesday, LeBron in rare form, 41 points. Cavaliers beat the Detroit Pistons 101-97 in overtime. Saturday, they take on Milwaukee. Former Buckeye Michael Redd leads the way for them. And speaking of the Buckeyes, you know what? They're just like the Akron Zips, getting ready possibly for the NCAA tournament. That's if they do well in their tournaments. Turning to football action, the Cleveland Browns have done well in free agency. Eric Steinbach, the all-pro potential offensive lineman, signed with the Browns on Monday. Wednesday, they get Jamal Lewis, who ran for 295 yards in 2003. And turning to baseball, ESPN Peter Gammon says Grady Sizemore could be the preseason MVP. I'm Ronnie Duncan. That's another Slammin' Sportscast brought to you by Cleveland Federated Auto Parts, Autorama.